All right, welcome to this meditation on complacency. I think we've all been complacent at points in our lives. However, if that is a common pattern in your life, then it's time to clear out that energy so you can move forward and seize new opportunities. Tonight, I'll walk you through all the steps to clear as much of this energy as you're ready to clear. So we always start by grounding our bodies. So close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths and relax. Make sure your back is straight, your feet are flat on the floor, and your chin is level. In order to release energy that has collected up in your aura and your body, you need a tool for that, and that's called a grounding cord. For those of you who know this tool or technique and you have a current grounding cord, go ahead and release it, allow it to retract into the planet, or just imagine dropping it and create a new one in present time. For those of you who have never created a grounding cord, if you're new to this meditation, a grounding cord is a line of energy that connects your physical body to the planet. It also is a vehicle to release energies that have collected up in your space. That line of energy can really look like anything. I like to use the imagery of a hollow tube that connects at basically the base of the spine, and it goes down through the layers of the planet. And when it hits the center of the planet, the crystalline core, it plugs in, and it works with gravity to pull energy out of your space that you're ready to let go of. So don't overthink this technique. Sometimes it's a little much to think about, how do I connect it to my body? How do I connect it in the center of the planet? How does gravity work? How do you get that grounding cord to go through the layers? All you have to do is focus on the base of your spine. Imagine that grounding cord can just attach and stay in place. Then it goes down through the layers beneath you and plugs into the crystalline core. And if you feel like it won't stay in place, you could glue it, Velcro it, staple it, whatever it takes to keep that in place. So again, once you have your grounding cord attached at the base of your spine, it begins to work with gravity. And I'm going to call out a few energies for you to sense maybe are in your space and release. So again, all you have to do is acknowledge that that energy might be in your space and it will release. Let's start with people's demands in your space. Do you feel like there's a lot of demands from people, work? If you have partners, you might have demands from them, your parents, friends. Tune into your body, and if you feel you have demands, go ahead and release them down your grounding cord. That energy literally slips down your grounding cord, and when it hits the center of the planet, it gets recycled. It becomes recycled energy. There is a lot of energy on the planet right now of people going into fear pictures around government, the climate. So you could almost feel it around you. So if you tend to not have anxiety and you're feeling anxiety, or if you have more anxiety, it could be that you are collecting up that unconscious energy from the people on the planet. So have a sense of where that energy sits in your space, and make a choice to release it. You might see some of that over the top of your head, or sense it's on top of your head. It could be, could have collected up in your aura. So once you have that grounding cord, it'll pull the energy out of your body and your aura, that egg-shaped bubble, your aura that sits around you. So release unconscious energy. let's go ahead and tune in and see if there is anxiety in your space. If you have anxiety, release it. And I'm feeling a lot of energy around people on the call, their head, even the back of the head. We have sensitive channels back there. So if you feel like your head is full, uh, have the thought that that fullness, that heaviness in your head, I know at least one or two of you have it because I can feel it. So tune in and imagine that that heaviness or the fullness in your head, that energy releases down through your body and down your grounding cord. And then the last one is stress. So tune into your body. Where do you feel stress? Shoulders, neck, your jaw. Um, maybe you hold stress in your stomach. Wherever you feel like you're holding on to stress, go ahead and release it. Okay, whenever we release energy, we have to balance that releasing with replenishing. Again, if you only released, you would become depleted. And if you only ever filled yourself in and replenished, there would be no space for any more energy to come in, right? You'd be full. So you've released and now you are going to replenish your energy. And the way you're going to do that is create the image of a large, warm, golden sun sitting about 6 inches above your head. So it's just a simple visualization. And have the thought that that golden sun is able to magnetize your energy back to you. So if you think about 360 degrees, where have you left your energy in places and spaces with people, through communication, whether it was in person or, over the phone, emails. Think about where you left your energy, grocery stores, restaurants, travel, and imagine that that sun can magnetize that energy and it goes back into, is pulled back into the sun above your head. And that's only your energy. So if you're pulling it out of somebody else's space, their energy is not coming back. It's just yours. So see that come back as a vapor. You could see it as colorful lines or strings of energy. So collect up your energy from where you left it, say even this past week, direct it into the sun. And when you're ready, bring that sun in through the top of your head. I like to see it as that gold floating down through my head and it starts to flow into my toes. So you're going to fill your toes, your feet, your lower legs up with your vital life force energy. You can see yourself being filled in with gold. It goes into your cells, up your legs, fills your torso in, so your cells and organs up to your neck. It runs down through your arms to your fingertips and then back up to the top of your head. So you're really saturating all your cells and organs. If you were a sponge and the sponge was dehydrated and you were saturating it with fluid, it would start to expand and fill in. So that's really what you want to do, is pull your energy back, fill yourself in, and expand your energy back out into your body. Okay, good job. Now you're going to go ahead and create a space to look at the energy that you're going to want to clear tonight around complacency. If you are not used to looking at energy clairvoyantly, I'll go through a simple explanation. So those of you who know the drill, go ahead and just, if you can just be patient for a moment while I explain this. To look at energy clairvoyantly, you need a place to view it. So it's like looking at information on a computer screen. It's that the computer screen's a container to look at or to read or watch a movie. So you're going to create your very own screen. So about a foot out in front of your head, create your very own white blank screen. It can be about a foot wide, a foot tall, sits right out in front of your head. Well, make it at least a foot away from your face, because if it's really close, you won't be able to see anything. So, but create that white blank screen. And to the base of that screen, so your screen stays in place, you're going to anchor it with a grounding cord, a hollow tube, kind of like what you have on your body. So from the base of the screen, imagine that you can hook in a hollow tube and direct that tube into the center of the planet. And now to look at the energy that you're going to want to clear, the container, a symbol, you can use a couple, you could really use anything you want to use as a container, but I'll suggest a couple. One is a clear rose or a clear bubble. Again, that's just the symbol that's going to hold the energy around complacency. So in the middle of your screen, create the symbol of a clear rose or a clear bubble. And as you're creating that symbol, have the thought that that is holding the energy that is around complacency that's affecting you. And just like on your body, where you create a grounding cord to release energies, you're going to create a hollow tube or a grounding cord at the base of the symbol that's going to go down through the center, down to the center of the planet. And that way, when you see energies that you're wanting to release out of that space, just like on your body, you're going to send it down the grounding cord by just saying, hello, I see you, textures or colors. Because as you're creating that, symbol with the intention it's holding the energy of complacency, you might already see textures and colors lighting up in that space that are representing the energy that you're going to want to release. That's the energy that's impacting you. So look at your symbol. I'll just refer to it as a symbol now. On your screen, how full is it with darker textures and colors that you know are not something that you want in your space? Say hello to it, and we'll just do an overall release out of that energy right now. So whatever you see that you know doesn't belong, it's like you that you don't have an affinity for that texture or color, give it a nod, say hello, and watch that energy start to release with the help of gravity down the grounding cord all the way to the center of the planet. And the goal now is really to clear as much as you can in the next few minutes so that you can move forward, have the motivation to get going and, seize opportunities, or at least be aware of what's around you and what the next step is. Okay, I'm going to call out some specific energies now for you to look at in this space. So as I call out an energy, see if that symbol becomes full of more foreign energy around the topic of resistance. So if you look in your symbol, ask to be shown textures or colors that represent resistance. And whatever you see, send it down the grounding cord. And the resistance is resistance to moving forward. And your resistance could be anything. It could be unique to you. But the topic is resistance right now. When I suggest energies to look for in your symbol, you may feel really activated in your body. Maybe the energy that I call out, you feel in your gut or uh, somewhere, because it's really activating pain pictures in your space. So if you feel activated in your physical body, then you have a grounding cord. You can release out that energy down your physical body into the center of the planet, that energy you're wanting to, that's getting lit up in your space. So you can release it off your screen, and you can release it out of your physical body. But whatever you work on your screen is really actually working on your physical body anyway. So you can do it both ways. All right, the next energy is apathy. So release what you see around apathy. And I was just looking at this, the apathy, it may not even be your apathy. If you are around somebody who's apathetic or live with someone who's apathetic, that could also be their energy. So you could look for the energy of apathy. You could even ask your symbol, is this my apathy or is it someone else's? But whatever you see, go ahead and release it. Look for the next energy, which is control energy. If someone's trying to control you to do something you don't want to do, that control energy may cause resistance. So look for specific energy around control, and whatever you see, release it down the grounding cord all the way into the center of the planet. Okay, the next energy is punishment. And why I say punishment is sometimes um, when you're getting ready to take a next step and move forward, and someone is resistance to you moving forward, they may throw some punishment energy at you. And punishment energy is kind of like a whack, and it will stick in your space. And if you are worried consciously or subconsciously that you might get whacked or energy thrown at you for moving forward, it may come out, the punishment energy may seem like it's complacency, but it's really punishment. So in this symbol that's for complacency, I want you to look for punishment energy, and what you see, release it. And this is like, I kind of want to just stress here that, okay, it may sound weird, I'm calling out some energies that you wouldn't even think about, but when I do healings on people, you may not even have an awareness that you're sitting in an energy. So it could be, you think you could be stuck in on one thing or in one space, but really there's other energies behind it. Like, again, the punishment or the control. So when you have a thought, if you're sitting in meditation and you're like, why can't I move forward? Get grounded and start asking yourself, what is it I'm really in resistance to? Why am I really in complacency? And you can always create the symbol and ask the symbol, like, what percentage is is this complacency mine, or is it someone else? And then you could say, what percentage am I being affected by punishment or fear or failure energy? So you kind of go and ask the questions, and you'll see it show up, or you'll get a number percentage, like, oh, that's 50%. How much of this is somebody else's energy that I'm thinking is mine? So we won't do that tonight, but go back and work this symbol and see what else is affecting you, because this is just a little snippet. And if you've been stuck in complacency for a while, it'll be good for you to go back and work the tool and think of other things that might be affecting you. Okay, now I want you to look for people in your symbol. That could be anybody. It could be friends, family, coworkers, past coworkers. So look for people in your symbol, and whoever you see, it does not hurt them, but send them down the grounding cord, kind of like a slip and slide. Okay, the next energy, there's just two more. I want you to look for the energy of effort. So if you feel like it's going to be a lot of effort to move forward, it may seem daunting to move forward, or to look at your to-do list, or to apply for jobs, and you're hitting a wall, like you just can't do it. What is the wall? And that's where you will, well, you could do another way is you could even put a second rose on your screen, or bubble, and see what's coming in between, say, the complacency or the resistance to, say, applying for a new job or looking for a new job, and see kind of what the energy is that sits between the two of them, and send that energy that sits between the two of them down the grounding cord. Or you can make a second grounding cord. But the reason why I'm bringing up this extra stuff is because I see a lot of energy in this space that people need to clear. Okay, and now look for failure energy. That's the last one. Look for failure energy in your symbol. That would be fear of failure. So why even try? And that will keep you stuck in complacency. I'm going to give you a moment right now. If you know of another energy that I did not suggest, go ahead and I'll give you a moment to look for and release it. You can have the thought that that shows up in your symbol and send it down the grounding cord. Okay, now that you've given this a healing and clearing, we're going to reset this to a higher vibration. In order to do that, you can do that in a simple way by, above the symbol on your screen, creating a golden sun. And then you get to add specific energies that you want to fill this space back in with. So first of all, just create a golden sun above the symbol, and then bring that sun in through the symbol and saturate the entire symbol to the edges with that gold. That's the first way to raise the vibration. So see it touch the edges of your rose or your bubble. And now create one more golden sun above your symbol, and let's add specific energies. So we released out, these, the failure, the apathy. So we're going to add some really positive energies back into the space. So you could see them as words written in gold going into that sun, or you could see, just have the thought as postulates that that energy flows into the sun above your symbol. So I'll suggest a few and then you can add your own. Add the energy of momentum, certainty, courage, vitality. I think validation would be, excuse me, a nice energy to add. Validation, opportunities, excitement, and anything else you want to replenish and set the energy in the symbol for. So fill that up, that sun up with lots of good energy. And then bring that sun in through the symbol and saturate the entire, symbol to the edges with all of these high vibrations. And we never leave symbols on our screen. They just kind of get in the way. So when you're done, you can visualize next to your symbol a gold rose and move that symbol into the gold rose and blow the rose up, or create a gold bubble, move your symbol you've been working on into the gold bubble and just pop it with a pin. It just disperses the energy. Okay, now you want to fill your own body in. So above your head, create a golden sun. And this is where you get to add some energies that you want to set your, you could be your day ahead or your week ahead. But let's add a few more that are, add some of them that we just added into your symbol. So into the sun above your head, add the energy of momentum, certainty, courage, validation, vitality, opportunities, excitement, maybe some gratitude. Anything else you want to add into that sun, because once you bring that sun in through your head and saturate your body, that's where you're going to, that's the energy you're going to be vibrating at. So fill that sun up. And when you're ready, bring it through the top of your head, saturate all your cells and organs. And when I say saturate your cells and organs, I mean really saturate to the point you feel like you are gold. And again, that energy goes into your chakras. So your chakras start vibrating at that. That vibration goes out into your body and your aura, and that's some of the energies that you start to manifest back. And think doing that might, vibrating at that, and maybe even through the week, filling yourself up with opportunities and gratitude and momentum, like continue this and then see what happens for you. Okay, when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come out of trance.